What is up, guys? It's Penguin Tiber here, back with another video. And have you ever wanted to know how many points you're getting in a race? Have you ever wanted to know who the 89th all-time active racer is? Have you ever wanted to know how many different cars there are in the game? Well, today, I have good news for you. You can find all these answers and so many more with the 3 information sources I will be sharing with you today. Hope you enjoy. Also, before I get into this video, new microphone, you can see it. Hopefully, it's a lot better than my internal mic that I was using before, and if you can hear me better, let me know. So, the first source I wanted to talk about is called the Nitro type calculator. Basically, this thing is made by Tendons, Titanium Tendons, you definitely know who they are, and huge shout out to him for making this awesome thing. So, let's see what it does. The Nitro type calculator calculates your point efficiency, your accuracy, your text length, your season accuracy, all this type of stuff right for you in a spreadsheet. So, let's check it out. If we go to the single race point calculator, well, first let's talk about points first. Nitro type awards you a certain amount of points for every single race you do. Points are what place you for your season, for your team events, all that type of stuff, and points are super important if you want to be competitive. Point efficiency is how efficient your points are per race. The more active you are and the faster you are, the more points you get. I can just go through the quick formula. It's 100 plus half of your speed times your fractional accuracy. So if I typed 100 words per minute and I had 95 accuracy, then it's 100 plus 50, which is half of 100, times 0.95. I don't know what it is, but we can figure it out with this calculator. So I typed 100 words per minute, and my accuracy was 95, which means I got 142.5 points. That's not bad. Now, if we look at what like a normal race would mean for me, was like 140, 98.45 or something random, I get 167 points for a race. And it's really interesting to see how efficient you are with your points and how you compare against other people. For instance, if I'm super accurate but I'm not that fast, and some other person's super fast but not that accurate, I might have more speed, or more points. They might have more points. And it's interesting to figure out how efficient you are with your points and how that can translate to your leaderboard spot. And once you start figuring out how fast you should be, how accurate you should be, it's super easy to find out like your target speed and your target accuracy if you want to start grinding for the leaderboards. I know a lot of leaderboard players, talk about point efficiency, love point efficiency. Point efficiency is great, and it's something you definitely need to know about if you ever want to play this game competitively. You can also figure out your total amount of points in a singular season. It's just the same formula multiplied by the amount of races you do. However, you can also figure out the text length calculator. So if I typed 139 words per minute, and the race time was like 23.33 seconds, then there were 270 characters in my race. That's pretty cool. And if we head over to this accuracy calculator over here, we can figure out that if I made one mistake, my accuracy was 99.63. If I made 2 mistakes, it was 99.26. And it's really interesting to figure out how many mistakes you should be making so that you can have good accuracy, or just avoiding all mistakes in the first place. So this thing, again, was made by Tendons. It is super, super, super useful, and I use it all the time when I'm trying to figure out how fast and how accurate I should be for my races. And I should definitely recommend checking it out. Link is the first one in the description. I'll also put like a name next to it. So that was the Nitro type calculator. Next is the Nitro type all-time races list. This thing was made and updated by Jisoo, who you probably know if you're active on the Discords. Now, this thing shows who the top 200 most active people of all time are. That's awesome. Obviously, if we head over to like the Hall of Fame, you can see the top 10 most active people. But if you look on this spreadsheet, you can see the top 200. It also gives their race count, their username, either whether they're active or inactive, their average daily races, how long they've been a member for, all this awesome information you can find on all the top players. And if we scroll down, I think I'm actually on this somewhere. Yeah, if we look here, I'm in 107th right now with 44,188 races. And I'm active, and I've been a member for 1,600 days. Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So it's interesting to see if you rank up on this thing, how you do against all these other people, how active you are, all this type of stuff. And it's also cool to see who is the most active on the site. Nitro removed the all-time races leaderboard a couple years ago, and now this is basically the only way to figure out who the top 100 people are. or who the top 200 people are for that matter. So it's really useful. It's cool to see if you're on there, and it's also cool to see who else is on there and just checking all that stuff out. Again, huge shout out to Jisoo because he puts a lot of work into this thing. This thing is updated weekly. It's always super accurate, and it's really useful and super amazing. So definitely check this thing out if you're interested in who the most active people of all time are, all that type of stuff. If you like statistics like I do, I love statistics. So definitely check this thing out. It is super, super awesome. The third information source I wanted to talk about today is the Nitro type wiki. This thing is insane. Basically, if you want an overview, it gives every single thing you ever cared to know about the site. There are 1,357 pages on this thing with almost 100,000 edits since 2012. Holy cow. That just lets you know how much information is on this thing. Basically, what it covers on the game, everything. If you wanted to know how many cars there are in the game, if you wanted to know what different shades of blue you can paint the floaty blue, I don't know. There's literally all the information you could ever care about on this site. For instance, you can just go to like basic game information, and you can go to like seasons and figure out all about seasons and events and all that type of stuff. You can also go to website, go to garage and figure out stats, mystery box, loot, dealership, social, friends and teams, achievements, leaderboards, all that type of stuff. Everything is on here. And if you're not very convinced, I guarantee you, with 1,300 pages and 98,000 edits, it's all here. One of my favorite pages on the Nitro Wiki is the timeline. This shows all the notable events and the updates and the player, the community type stuff that has been happening on the game since the game existed. For instance, if you ever wanted to see when Nitro was created, you can go back to 2010, September 8th, Austin Butler registers the Nitro.com domain. And if you wanted to go up to like present day, you can see it's completely updated. May 1st, the Nitro Olympics Discord server is open to the public. May 7th, Shadow Floaty sticker, all that type of stuff. Hall of Fame was removed. People put a large amount of work into this page specifically because there's a lot of really cool information you can find on it. If you wanted to find, when an update was released or when something was removed, all that type of stuff, it's all here, I guarantee you. So the timeline is definitely super awesome. There's a ton of really cool stuff on here. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to the admins of the Nitro Wiki because they put in a large amount of work on this site to make it have all the information it needs to have. So we got Jacob, Three Cross, Bremy, QWERTY, Love Life, Cheetah Wolf, Nitro, Typer, and PokeGeek. They're awesome. They do cool work. There's also cool trivia. There's a bunch of did you know facts, all that type of stuff. And if you ever wanted to know anything about the game, I guarantee it is on here. There's like a list of notable teams and everything. Like if I'm just to search like Penguin Typer, like I'm probably on here somewhere. I don't know. There's like I come up in titles because of my title I got. This the Shadow Floaty, Timeline because I was involved in that, Bug Smasher I was there too, Words per Minute I was there too. All this type of stuff that I'm involved in. And if we just scroll down, we can see the amount of information on the site. There's a page for Season 25. There's a page for a specific team. There's a page for another specific team. There's a page for my team. There's so many pages on the site, and there's so much information. You can also go to the Discussions tab, where you can see people ask questions, and you can even ask questions of your own. If you're not able to find something, and you tried, you can still look it up. There's really cool stuff in here. You can ask questions. There's polls. It's super, super awesome. I wasn't a big wiki user until like a couple months ago, but now that I figured out just how cool it is, I use it all the time. Tons of information. It's super fun. Again, shout out to all the wiki admins who keep this thing amazing. Thank you all so much, so much for watching. Let me know how my mic sounds. I think it sounds great. I was in a VC with some folks yesterday and they said it was good, so yay. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comment section. Give some thanks to all the people who create these types of informational sources because they are super helpful to everyone who plays Nitro Dipe. Huge shout out to Tendons, to Jisoo, and to all the Nitro Dipe Wiki admins and contributors who help to make edits and help preserve knowledge of the site. The 3 links will be in the description. And if you have any other informational sources you want me to check out, I'd love to. These are just 3 of my favorites and 3 of the ones that I use all the time. And I'll see you all in the next video. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe. Please, please, please do. It helps out the channel. If not, whatever, we're fine. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone, and have, as always, a wonderful day.